we're showing the pictures of 16 people. But when you add the Chief of Staff, Maggie Gow, and the 3 Deputy Chiefs of Staff that he just appointed today, and when you add the new DPI Superintendent, who we'll be talking about in a little bit, 21 people closest to Governor Tony Evers, 12 women, 9 men. I've covered 5 governors. I've never seen a staff of close aides that healthily, even if that's a word, that are made up of women.
Yeah, well, his Chief of Staff, Maggie Gow, announced 3 Deputy Chiefs of Staff today, Barb Worcester, Melissa Baldoff,
Carrie Pennower.
Kara Pennower. All 4 of the top, kind of, if I do my flow chart of Governor's office, are women. I mean, that's remarkable. I don't know that I've seen that.
My nominee for biggest surprise is Representative Barca at Revenue. I mean, I have respect for Mr. Barca. We've interviewed and worked with him for decades. I just didn't see him as a revenue choice, but he's a former Assembly leader of Democrats, former member of Congress, former member of the SBA administration. I just didn't, to use the term that's in vogue, connect those dots.
I had him on my list to watch right away, both him and Frostman, and this is why. When Peter Barca was pushed out by his fellow Democrats as Assembly Minority Leader, you know, he'd been around the block. He had been in the Assembly, left, ran in a special election for Congress, won a seat in 1993, lost it for a full term in 94, if I remember correctly, went to the Clinton administration, came back to the Capitol.
Newman took him out.
Came back to the Capitol in 2008, I want to say, 10, somewhere around there. So after you've been around that kind of, you know, you had that kind of experience, and you are pushed out as leader, where do you go from there? What's your upward trajectory? There really wasn't one for Barca. So I knew he was looking for something else to do. The question was, what was his off-ramp for being a state lawmaker? This was a landing spot for him. With Frostman, it made sense because, if you recall, he was the executive director of the Door County Economic Development Corporation before he ran for the state Senate seat in a special election. He resigned from that seat to put aside those concerns that he was, you know, had that job all running. So this is a guy who gave up his job to run for state Senate in a tough seat, won it a special election, then lost it in the November rematch with Andre Jacques, a state lawmaker from De Pere. So this is kind of like a way to give him a spot. Now, he also has the experience. You know, he's worked in economic development. He's worked in workforce development.
He's
got
a banker.
The background. Yeah. So he has the background. But also, this is a place that he gets to land.
Rewind, your week in review, is sponsored by the Transportation Development Association of Wisconsin, sharing one goal: enhancing the quality of life in Wisconsin through the development and maintenance of a strong transportation network. The Transportation Development Association of Wisconsin. It's how we get there.